this guy. See him there? Grabbing it up. Oh, it's hermit crabs. You see that? Sea anemone. Sea anemone. Well, hello everybody. I don't know if you could see those sea creatures due to the limitations of the iPhone camera, and it's also a rather, whoa, crab fight. Crab fight, break it up, you two. Break it up now. It's also a rather blustery day out here on this rocky shoreline at Little Corona Beach. I think on the map it just says Corona Beach, but everyone I've ever known for all of time growing up in Orange County, California, this has always been referred to as Little Corona Beach. It's this little area here right near Crystal Cove with all of these wonderful tide pools full of sea creatures. Let's see if we can see any more sea creatures really quick. Seeing a lot of dried up sea urchins and stuff here. Do not want to put my feet in the water. And of course a sea bowling ball. Alright, now this water's pretty clear. Maybe you can see through it, see a couple of hermit crabs moving around down there. There's like a billion hermit crabs, a lot of sea snails and mussels. There's a lot of crabs and little fish too, but they move around very quickly, probably because the water's so shallow that they're afraid of birds. Well, I guess we don't have enough time or a fine enough camera today to explore the wonders of these tide pools. You don't know what a tide pool is? It's basically a bunch of rocks. The ocean hits the rocks, dumps off all kinds of sea creatures into these little shallow pools, and when the tide goes out, people like me and you can wander over the rocks and try to look at the marine life. You actually can see a lot of stuff here walking around. It's just that they dart away so quickly and the water is so shiny and reflective that the iPhone does not pick up a lot of the quick movement of these little sea creatures. So maybe I'll have to return with a better camera, or at a lower tide and try to get another view. Look at this. The Pacific Ocean. That's awesome. Awesome. Wow. Anyway, today I'm just sort of wandering this beach alone. Kind of a lonely day for me. Kind of felt like being alone. But it's kind of, if you have the option, why not be alone? Looking at this. Yesterday was kind of like one of the weirdest, just one of the worst, most backwards days I've had in a long time. It almost capsized the vessel which carries us into the quest for positivity. But I was okay. I handled it the best I could and just kind of stayed calm. Just one of those things. You're gonna have bad days. You know what's funny is I was talking to a friend of mine and I always, kept hearing people tell me this phrase, so I kept repeating it, which is sometimes you gotta touch bottom before you can spring back up. But I was talking to an old friend of mine and she said, I don't think you wait to hit bottom to spring back up. You hit whatever bottom you're at, spring back up, and when something else hits you, you just readjust and keep readjusting. I think that's actually the best advice I've heard from anyone in a long time. It's true, you can't just wait for everything to be as bad as it's going to be. If you're gonna make things better, you have to start right now. And you know what, if they get worse tomorrow, then you start over tomorrow. And then you start over the next day, and you start over the next day. It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of commitment, but if you wanna be positive, it's not the 15-minute action for positivity. It's a quest for positivity, an epic saga, a quest. So I've decided to keep going. One piece of good news, since today's not very funny, there's no monkey business happening today, just kind of a nice, beautiful walk along the Pacific coast. But one piece of good news for all of you is we do have some more Live Fast Die Poor stickers. I mentioned this in yesterday's vlog, which it uploaded and it got cut off and then YouTube deleted it, so I tried to re-upload it. I was all excited, here it goes. Something wrong with it again. It would not upload. YouTube did not want yesterday's vlog to be seen. It probably wasn't very good anyways. Like I said, I was having kind of a cranky day. But some good news, we have some more Live Fast Die Poor stickers. So if you remember what a self-addressed stamped envelope is, and if you don't remember, maybe Google it. I will describe it to you in a second. You can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to this address right here. Screenshot that. This address. So what you do is you basically get an envelope and a stamp. Well, 2 envelopes, 2 stamps. Get an envelope and a stamp, and you write out an address on it, your address, as if you're sending a letter to yourself. But instead of sealing that envelope or putting anything in it, you put that envelope inside of another envelope, which you put a stamp on and send to me. That way, I can just put the stickers in your envelope and send them right back to you. There's no delay. There's no worrying about where we're going to get stamps from. Because as you can see, there's no stamps here on this beach. No stamps at all. Oh, here comes somebody. Look at this. He doesn't know about the vlog, and neither does she. Or him. Or shim. Anyway, that's a friend's P.O. box. They let us use it from time to time to receive some mail. So if you want to send us a letter, or a drawing, or an SASE for a sticker, or a check for $1 million, that's the place to do it, at least for the time being. So I'll show the address again at the end of this vlog, so you guys can send away if you'd like. Working on a few more Random Land things, but I'm kind of trying to take it easy to keep the quest for positivity going. You want to stay positive. I never want to do anything insincere or anything negative if I can help it. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody screws up. A lot of times we make mistakes when we're literally doing the best possible thing we can, doing nothing with any sour motivations, and other people will take what you're doing or what they perceive you to be doing and flip it around into this horrible negative thing. Sometimes you lose friends, sometimes you lose more, but you just have to keep on keeping on and keep living. Look at this. Life goes on. These waves will be hitting this shoreline for thousands of years after we've all stopped breathing. So there's no point worrying about yesterday. If we worry about yesterday, we are not going to have any tomorrows, right? Well, that's not true. If we worry about yesterday, we'll still have it tomorrow. It's just going to be kind of poopy. I don't want a poopy tomorrow. I want a positive tomorrow. Anyway, just going to keep walking along this lonely beach. If you'd like to see some pictures of the lonely beach, little Corona, beautiful little, tiny little Corona beach, I will put them actually on Snapchat. I do have a Snapchat. I don't really want to use it very much to send messages anymore. It's very time-consuming, Snapchat. You have to take too many pictures of your face. But if you look up Justin Scott and you add me, I will make my story public. I post some pictures of this beach. Of course, that only lasts for 24 hours, but I think there's something kind of beautiful and romantic about seeing things as they are just for a little while and then never being able to see them again. Of course, there's screenshots. I guess people could always screenshot them. But I'm going to post 1 billion pictures of this beach and try to get some of the sea creatures on there. I may delete that account actually after a few days. So go there now if you'd like to see those. Otherwise, Instagram, Justin Scard. We got Facebook, Live Fast Die Poor on Facebook. Facebook, Live Fast Die Poor. Also, Instagram, Live Fast Die Poor. The website, livefastdiepoor.com with all kinds of stuff. You know the drill. There's all kinds of stuff there. livefastdiepoor.spreadshirt.com for shirts and wonderful things. I am going to be returning to San Francisco soon. Thank you so much, everybody, for donating to the gasoline fund. There is now enough gasoline to go and film some things in the Bay Area. The only thing is I'm waiting for permission from 1 or 2 unnameable places that I don't want to make angry. Waiting for a little bit of permission to go and film some of the wonderful things that I want to film up there. So sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. This time I'm trying to go the other way around and see what happens. So we'll see. But I am going to make it back to the Bay Area very soon. I really appreciate all you guys watching these vlogs, watching Random Land, checking out the website, donating, spending your hard-earned money buying cool t-shirts. They're pretty cool. And yeah, you guys mean the world to me right now. The world to me. The world to me. Sometimes in life we got to figure out what it is we want and then try to get it. All I know, it's very hard to figure out what you want out of life, but all I know for the moment is I really enjoy, well, you got to be careful, there's some slippery rocks here. I really enjoy spending time with all of you. I really enjoy making all these videos, not just Random Land, but also these silly, fun vlogs. So that is what I want to do at the moment, so that's what I'm going to focus on. I thank you very much for joining me, ladies, sirs, on these adventures. There are ants crawling all over this rock. Very strange. You don't think of ants crawling around by all the fish and the birds and the bees. There's no bees. The crabs and the hermit crabs. Here's the address for the stickers. Let's see if we can prop you up with a nice ocean view as we depart this landscape. There you go. There's our LFDP address, and I hope you can see it there. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. I love you.